Hello! Over here, Yamsquad. Bonjour Youtubers, bienvenue dans notre épisode. For those of you that don't know where I am from previous episodes, I'm in Nantes, France to represent Cercle d'Aveyron de Nantes in the French National Championships to race in this boat right here, which used to be one of the Deutschland actors which raced in multiple world championships and even the Olympics, going super fast over 2,000 meters. Now it's our chance to see how fast we can go at the French National Championships for 2K. I've come out a couple of weeks early to get some good racing experience in, as well as to finish off the pre-season here in Nantes. I'm doing plenty of miles in the single, using a Philippe here, borrowed from Cannes. Loads of miles in the 8 of course, and getting some miles in on the rowing machine in preparation for the final push to trials. It's also really good here because you can row over 20k without turning, so getting those miles in is an absolute pleasure, and it provides a really good opportunity to test out the new samples of Yamsquad merch. But that's a future Yamsquad to look forward to. The first week of camp wasn't very different to the training I've been doing in Bath, just a step forward in volume as I'm progressively increasing the volume. So this week, about 220 kilometers in total, and a lovely 30-minute season PB, and instead of the pieces being in the single, obviously they're in the 8, which very different to the single, a lot faster, so the time is a lot shorter, but feels a lot more intense. And before I got in the 8, I was really interested to see if I could apply what I've been learning in the single to the 8, and fortunately it feels like I have been able to positively affect the boat a bit better from what I've learned in the single. So that's really positive news, especially since the last time I was in the 8 was the last time I was here, which was over a year ago, when the Lamborghini name yet to be determined was destroyed in a hailstorm, RIP. It didn't take me too long to actually get used to sitting in the 8 and getting the stroke different, and it's a sweep boat rather than a sculling boat, so 1 oar versus 2 for those of you that aren't sure what that is. And it's a very different movement, so you lean out of the boat rather than going straight up and down the boat. But it didn't take me long before I was used to it and felt like I was positively impacting the boat, which is a really good sign for my general improvement. And it's really cool because maybe even this time last year, maybe not too long ago, I wouldn't confidently be able to switch into different boat classes, let alone different boat types in a day. So I've been rowing in a 4, an 8, a single, all in one day confidently, versus previous years I've tried to switch and it'll be a very difficult transition between them all. So it is a sign that I'm improving, and it's a good sign for the future. Now, pre-season has almost finished. Next week and the last week of pre-season is going to be slightly different to the last 10 or 11 weeks of pre-season post the Henley holiday break. I've been steadily building up the volume over those past weeks and attempting to gradually get both at least 0.1 seconds faster on the 30 minutes and at least 1 watt stronger on the water pieces. But now it is time for a down week, a very important part to any training program. Next week finishes off with the French National Championships, which for me marks the transition between pre-season and the full-on rowing season. So post the championships, the training will be slightly different to before, but we're still going to take those core principles I've been using in the pre-season so far. I'm really looking forward to what's to come, and I hope you are too.